Hey there, it's Brittany Chavers. I'm back with Jesse James Beads, and we're going to be using this awesome Saraswati bead mix, the Goddess bead mix today. I love these colors. I am obsessed with some of the beads that were in here. And let's get started. We're going to make some earrings and a bracelet today. I'm going to start with the earrings. I'm also going to use this component from Jesse James Beads. It's a two-section connector, but today we're going to cut off some of these loops. So I'm just going to keep the top, I'm going to turn it at a diagonal, and I'm going to keep the top loop here and the bottom loop. I'm going to cut these off just with my nippers. You want to get up close to one of the petals, snip, and then turn over and come to the back and snip the other side, and that looks perfectly fine. Can't even tell it was there. Then we're going to come across and do the exact same thing. We have a custom connector. Okay, so I am going to put this right here. I also have a ball head pin. It's about 25 gauge. I'm going to take the Baroque charm that was in the Goddess mix. I'm going to slide that ball head pin through, and then I'm going to bring it up like that. So we're going to have a detail at the front, and I'm going to wire wrap this onto my connector. I'm just take my round nose pliers, do a loop in the back, and this will kind of move like that. That's no problem. Do a wire wrap connection in the back like we normally would with a regular loop, and then I am going to go ahead and slide on my connector. Okay, and then I'm just going to wire wrap that closed like we normally would. Just a couple times. It's a little messy, but does not have to be perfect. And then I will snip in the back. And if you don't get it right the first time, that's totally okay. We learn by trying more than once. And then I'm just going to swing that around so that it hangs in the direction I'd like. Now I do see that there's a little bit of a tail there still hanging out. You can either tuck that in or try cutting again. I'm going to try tucking first, and if that doesn't work, I will snip again. There we go. And we've got a cute little dangle. You can also use a jump ring if you're not very good at wire wrapping, or you're not getting it. Try using a larger gauge, a larger like 10 millimeter jump ring, not with a smaller gauge. Next, from the mix, I'm going to take one of the green beads and one of these hot pink beads. And I also have a jump ring because I didn't have a spacer that I'd like to use for this one, so I just grabbed a jump ring. They're perfectly fine to use as spacers. I'm going to take some 22 gauge German style wire from Beadalon, and I am going to do a wire wrap loop. Put my connector on. Then wire wrap that closed. Just doing like 2 wraps so it doesn't get too messy. Okay. I'm going to put on my pink bead, then my gold jump ring, my crystal, and then I also have a metal bead. And then I will wire wrap that closed. And there we go. All we need to do now is add an ear wire. I'll pull that around to the back a little bit. Okay. We've got a monster dangle. I'll take my ear wire, open that up, slide on my my dangle, close that up. We've got a huge pair of statement earrings that are going to definitely catch anybody's eyes. These are perfect for the end of summer, heading into fall. These are so gorgeous, perfect for any fun occasion. We're gonna make a bracelet. I've chosen these beads from the mix. These are my absolute favorite. Look at that. It's a beautiful rhinestone encrusted flower ball. And then look at this beautiful pearl and rhinestone bead. So gorgeous. I'm gonna take some more 22 gauge wire. Okay, and I have some chain from Jesse James Beads. I'm gonna go ahead and cut my chain in half. And you'll determine how much chain you need for the length that you want your bracelet to be. And then I am going to go ahead and cut each one of my 2 pieces in half again. For the first side of my bracelet, I'm going to do a wire wrapped loop. But before on my 22 gauge wire, before I close that, I'm going to thread on 2 of my pieces of chain. You can also use a jump ring if you're more comfortable with that. We want to make sure that those 2 pieces do not come out of that loop and onto the regular piece, or just the regular part of the wire. I'm going to hold that in place and then wire wrap a couple times. And we'll cut off our tail. And then I'm going to take my beads. I'm going to thread on a gold ball, a crystal, my flower ball, one of the larger crystal rondelle spacers, this gold bead, another spacer, my beautiful blue bead, and then repeat those beads that we just added on. So we're making a bracelet bar. So this bracelet's going to be a little too long, and then I will trim down my chain to make it the length I need. If you know what length you need to begin with, that's even better. I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing on the other side. I'm going to make a wire wrapped loop. You can see the natural curve of this wire is creating that bar, but you can go ahead and curve it yourself. And then I'm just going to string on my chain and close this up like we did on the other side, and then I'll add on a clasp. Tuck in your tail so you don't catch it on your shirt or your skin. And I have a toggle that matches from Jesse James Beads. I'm going to grab a jump ring after measuring how long I need my bracelet to be. You can save that extra to make some more earrings, and we will attach our clasp. And it's such an easy technique, but it's made special by these huge, amazing beads from the Goddess Mix. And pretty much any Jesse James beads will make it look absolutely stunning. And then you can curve it to make it more round or more oval. So look at that beautiful bracelet we made today and our stunning matching earrings. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks to Jesse James Beats for having me back. And I hope to see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Turned around and somebody's on her back in her bed, just hanging out. Oh, look at you, you're so cute. Hi, Colty. Hi, honey butt. Hi.